Wearing slippers to a meeting.
I think everyone can agree.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Abujabrity brought to you by Content Creep. And here in the studio, I have someone who is a fashion icon. Yeah, I like to call him that because when I saw him today, I'm like, this fashion has plenty. All right, this is Smith. Hello, Smith. How you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, he is the owner of Ashvantz. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Please help me.
Ashvantz. I'm tired of correcting it. Ashvantz.
Ashvantz. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Smith, how you doing today?
I'm good.
All right. So, what inspired the birth of your brand?
So, like, the whole thing has started in, like, 2018, 2019, when I was done with secondary school.
Okay.
So, at that point, I was, like, attending jam lesson, and then people at jam lesson were always like, oh, you should model, you look like a model, you should model. And at that point, I knew one nigga that also attended like the jam lesson, and then he was like, he knew an agency, and they recommended me to them.
Okay.
And then I went for the casting and whole thing, and I got accepted. And it was like under like a 2-year contract and all that. But then the whole thing did not go as planned.
Okay.
Yeah, like so many things happened. Let's just say that. So many things happened, and I ended up just waiting for the contract to expire so I can like do other things. And by the time the contract expired, like it left a sour taste in my mouth. So I did not want to like go that route again. And then I was like in school, so I had to like focus in school. So after the whole thing, I started something else. I started Volin's Closet, but then that did not really like do much. And like after like a few months, I stopped it, and then I started World of Shoes. And at this point, I was still in school, but then I did not really like it because I was basically like reselling people's shoes. It's not like something I was doing exactly. So I stopped and paused for like the time being. And at the time, I needed money. So I was like doing this thing where I would grow people's Instagram pages, or I would grow Instagram pages and then sell the page to people. So at this point, I was in school and I wanted to sell like one fashion theme page that I was growing to someone. And the person did not end up buying it. And before you like sell the account, you like edit it and all. When I was editing the accounts, I edited the account name to Ashvantz. That was how I got the brand name. Exactly. That's how the name came.
Okay.
Exactly. Then it did not like have any meaning. It's just because I was like editing the account and everything. So after the person didn't buy the account, I just kept on posting on the account since it's like a fashion related thing. And I ended up growing the account for like 10K followers, and like we even had a video hit like 1 million views, but then the account got suspended and then it got deleted. And after the whole like thing, I decided, but then it was Ashvantz with an S, not a Z. Exactly. So when I was like, I decided to like pause the whole thing and like regroup and like plan the whole thing properly before doing it. And at the point I couldn't like use the S anymore. So I now changed the S to a Z. So it was not like Ashvantz, like with a Z. Exactly. So then the meaning behind the brand, it came about when I was like doing research, because I knew that I do not just want to like get a shirt and like put a logo on it and then sell it and like exactly like what everyone has been doing. Yeah. So I knew I like had to like study like things that's been out there, and I had to like, it took time, it took months. Like at first I paid someone to like help me make the logo, but I was not satisfied with the outcome. You know that thing where someone's like, if you need something, just do it yourself. Exactly. So I just decided to like do it myself, and I like studied Louis Vuitton. They had like some branded assets and like everything. So I like took some inspiration from that. Like you've not seen it yet, but like it's like part of like the whole branding aspect. And then that was when like, and this whole time I was going through like some identity crisis too. Exactly.
I get that.
So I was like also kind of like researching into like where I'm from because I don't really know much about like my dad's part of the like family.
Okay.
Exactly. So
So
when
he is from Egypt.
yeah,
So that's the
exactly.
point.
But I've not seen them virtually all my life, exactly.
Okay.
But then out of like curiosity, you understand that kind of thing now. So as I was doing like the whole brand research and everything, I was like searching into this whole like mythology things, and then I was like seeing their like gods and everything. I saw like Osiris, Horus, and everything. And then that's when I like got the idea to like, since like we as humans, like we all have like the nature of darkness, light, and like science in us,
Yeah.
and that's literally what drives the whole world. While Horus is like a symbol for light, Osiris is a symbol for darkness, and like atheists are people that don't believe in either,
Yes,
that they
yes,
just
yes.
believe in science. So why is it why in a world where all of them exist but they don't coexist? So why can't they all just coexist under one umbrella, if that makes sense?
Okay.
Yeah. So that was how like the whole meaning started like coming in play, and like
That's deep.
yeah.
Personally, I don't think I've actually thought about anything that.
I mean, like I said, it took time. It took time.
That's a lot of work you did on your own part.
Exactly.
Thank you for sharing that with me. What makes your piece different from what is already in the market? So
like when the whole brand thing started, it did not start like with women clothes.
okay.
I started with like male clothes because obviously I mean
Yeah, man.
exactly.
Yes.
But like the whole challenge is when I was starting the whole like brand process, and the fact that I didn't want to go the route of like getting like already made pieces and then printing on them. I wanted to like do cut and sew, and then I wanted to then obviously the instinct to do is to go to Nigerian tailors, but Nigerian tailors will whine you.
I've still not disappointed you before. You can relate.
They'll whine you, they'll tell you this, they'll tell you, but guy, you know, we don't have this kind of machine here.
Yeah.
And then out of the whole thing, they end up being more expensive than like sourcing outside. So I decided to like source from outside, like China.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I make most of my clothes in China. So like during the whole process when I was doing all that, you know, you'd have to like figure out things like payments, because you know we live in Nigeria, there's a lot of barriers, and then you could not just like make like transfers. It was a whole complicated, so I have to figure out like all those whole things.
Okay.
And at the time too, I started working with an agency in South Africa.
Okay.
So we also had to figure out how to pay them. So while this whole thing was going through like back and forth, before you like make clothes, you have to like make samples of the clothes so that if there's any mistake, then you can like correct it before it wouldn't like get into like the bulk order. So when I started with like pants.
Okay.
And then when they arrived, they were good, but I was not satisfied with it. And for the price I paid for the sample, and a sample is a thing where if there are mistakes, you're the one that still have to pay
for the cost.
For like another one.
Yes.
And in China, if it's Nigeria, yes, sampling in Nigeria is very, very cheap.
Oh.
But if it's like making the bulk, it's more expensive than China. But sampling in China is outrageous. Like that sample cost like I can remember it was $280 for those pants.
Wow.
Exactly. And since there was like issues with it, I had to like pay again and all that, and that was just £1. So it was slowing down a lot of things, and you know the like exchange rates that time, so everything was like prices are like.
How many years ago?
This was, I think, last 2 years, last year. I don't know exactly. So this was when dollar was like 1.7 exactly. So everything was outrageous. You could not just like buy dollar anymore. You know when it's not like now anymore exactly. So like there was a lot of challenges and everything. So I now decided to like at that time I also wanted to make female clothes. So I decided to start making female clothes, and with the knowledge I already had from like the whole process of like starting with the pants and the sampling process and everything, I just like texted the manufacturer list I already had, and since I already had like the system, it was literally easier for me to do that. And then again, I saw that there was like sort of a gap in the market in Nigeria. Most clothing brands are not focused on women. Even the ones that are focused on women are still focused on niggas. And most people that walk up to me are always asking me, why don't you make like men clothes? Why don't we do something for men? Speaking, I don't know why everyone like has it hard on for men right now, but like
That's the word we live.
everyone is literally on some men clothes. They put women second, or like it's just something to like for the aesthetics exactly of it. It's not like they're like focused on it. So we were trying to like create an ecosystem where, based on everything I've said about like the whole thing, where regardless of who you are, whether you're still finding yourself, you can like accept yourself and be comfortable there. And we all know the way Nigeria is. If you wear certain kinds of clothes, they'll be like, oh, a shower or this. They're like quick to label a certain term. Why don't you live in a world where someone can just wear what they want to wear because niggas wear
What? Exactly.
And in
Don't
other
worry, I can
countries too,
relate.
I've seen people like, if you go to other women too can dress however they want to. But in Nigeria, there are a lot of
stereotype. Yes.
I've been stigmatized myself. Like, I don't know if you feel like it's been like the judgments are like, the eye from elders are like crazy. Why is it not like, why can't I just wake up and be like, oh, today I want to wear this and wear it? And like, because I wore it, I'm comfortable wearing it, and that is it. It's not like because people will be like, oh, you're trying to attract men or something. Like, there's always some.
Sometimes I tell people I dress for myself, not because I want compliments from men.
Exactly.
And I think one thing people get to say, like most girls, and I think trust me inclusive, when I dress out and a man compliments me and a woman compliments me, I feel honored about the woman complimenting me more than the man.
Me dressing, it's not like saying I'm dressing for women. Exactly. If you see a man dressing, you will not be like that man is dressing to impress a woman. Exactly. But if you see a female wearing like certain kinds of,
they do this to us?
Exactly. But I do feel,
I really get you. So to include the women, that's the main reason for your brand. Oh, that's actually good. I'm a woman, so it's a good thing for my gender. Okay, so I want to ask you, what do we expect from your brand? What's the next big thing? What have you been doing?
So I have been working on a collection to like roll out.
Okay.
But like, prices of things. So I decided to like start like pieces, like piece by piece, and like build and eventually roll out an entire full collection. So that's what I do plan in like doing in future. I want like the pieces to be like, oh, like the current piece I'm dropping is like the tank top is like the foundation tank top. Exactly, since it's like basically the first official release for women. I don't know exactly. So it's basically like laying a foundation. So if you look back to so and so day of the drop 2025, you'd be like, oh, what was released on so day? You'd be like, oh, the foundation. Exactly, that was a foundation piece. So like I want it like slowly rolled out like that, where it's like, oh, this is a space where like a space is being created where women are comfortable, because that's not something really common in the world.
Okay, the foundation piece. It's out already, right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. So we'll be going to this fashion red flag or green flag right now. So I'll be asking you some questions. You tell me whether it's a red flag in fashion or a green flag in fashion. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right, wearing slippers to a meeting.
I think everyone can agree.
Red flag or green flag?
Why? I don't wear slippers outside my room. Like, bathroom slipper.
Yeah.
Exactly. If I'm leaving my room, I wear Crocs. Okay. So why would you like
wear slippers to a meeting? Big red flag.
Exactly.
All right. Mixing prints.
Mixing
prints like stripes, then polka dots.
Yeah.
Mixing it when making an outfit.
I mean, I do like the current cheetah like leopard currently like everywhere.
Okay, so what if someone mixes the?
No.
It doesn't.
Imagine mixing like a tiger like something with no.
Okay, it's a red flag still. Okay, over accessorizing.
No.
Red flag.
I mean, it depends though.
Okay.
It depends. I've seen some good over accessorized people. I will not call them over accessorized because the accessory looks like it's supposed to be there. But then you've seen people that you understand what I'm saying. Exactly.
Okay, socks with heels.
Socks with heels.
Yes.
It depends on the socks though.
Give me, is it a red flag or a green flag?
I mean, there's this aesthetic, this goth aesthetic where they like always wear like longer socks.
Yes.
Those look good.
Okay.
But then if you're like wearing ankle socks with heels,
it's a red flag.
I'll not say it's a red flag, but what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Smith. I really did enjoy this conversation. Please, can you tell the viewers your Instagram and social media handles so that they can give you a follow?
So you can follow me everyone Ashvantz. You can literally just Google Ashvantz and you see everything you need to see on there. You can follow our TikTok Ashvantz, Instagram Ashvantz, Pinterest Ashvantz, YouTube Ashvantz.
Yes. Okay.
You can search at www.ashvantz.com to like.
Can you spell it?
Ashvantz, Ashvantz, Ashvantz.com.
Get it right.
Yeah.
Please give him a follow, and I'm sure you're going to see a piece you love.
True.
All right. Thank you so much, guys, for joining today. We hope you enjoyed this fashion talk. Like I actually got to know one or two things from Smith today. So if you like conversations like this, do give us a like, follow, share, and see you next time.